Okay.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Mardox Daily Live Chat. You have your wonderful and beautiful host, Nelson Pass the Buck, our ever lovely Lauren, and your queen, Coach Belinda Condell, to bring you delights, entertainment, and knowledge as always. And now, here's Nelson.
Let's get right into the news. Like Keller Keemstar. Let's get right into it. Yeah, today's show is brought to you by the Sphincter 2000. We'll talk more about that later, and you'll understand what we're talking about. That's right. You heard right. You got it here. We are bringing this to you because of the Sphincter 2000. Keep tuned. No, that's not true. There's no advertiser. I'll tell you guys what I was talking about with that. It's really hilarious, and it's an example of be careful what you do in life because it can really bite you in the ass.
Literally.
Literally. And multiple stitches. But I'll tell you guys about this after today's chat. Today's topic is free stuff and why it's really not free on the internet. I hear so many people saying how something's free, how they get free credits, they can join for free, free ebook, free download, and it's really not free. None of it is. It's not free. It's a gimmick, and that's what I want to hear you guys hear your thoughts on this, and we'll go from there. But Lauren, you should, not to insult you, Lauren, but you sign up to a lot of free stuff. Am I right? Okay, that's Lauren's. Everyone has to look at the screen, and when I go to put this on a podcast, it's gonna be Lauren. Do you sign up to free stuff? Okay, so I can imagine somebody driving on an interstate. What did she say?
See, I used to do that too. I think when we all first started off on the internet, now I was an early bird in '95, but when the home business industry took off around 2000, that's when the big boom happened on the internet itself. And the tools didn't come out till like what 2007. All these different software tools to make your life easier, to do your business with, which they didn't have prior.
Yeah, there was a revolution around 2005 where it's like, hey, you're lazy, right? Well, come get my service. One push
Right,
button.
right.
Yeah.
And then when all these free things first started happening, I was guilty. I think we all are guilty at one point of doing that. But as time goes on, you get smarter if you choose to. You see free and your eyes automatically roll up in your head like, oh, here we go again. And so you have to do your research. Don't assume, do your research. But a lot of times, like you said, it turns out there's a catch.
Yeah. And I got websites that I got up that says join for free, like Mardox, our traffic exchange that I am working on. It's getting there. Our banner exchange that we're going to have ready to go probably in 2 days. All of it is join for free. But I do keep the services 100% free. But there is a catch. Let's take the banner rotation, the banner exchange that we're working on today and tomorrow. You join for free, the service is free, but in order for your banner to be seen, you have to run banners on your websites. So there's an exchange. So we're getting our banners seen on your website. In exchange, you're getting your banners seen on our websites and vice versa and across the network. But yeah, you can join for free, but it's not really free. There's work, there's effort that's put in, and there's limitations.
And there's another thing about free too. Some free stuff is pure junk. Like, I don't care if it's free. If it's junk, I don't want it, whether free or paid. If it's valuable, I'm willing to even pay for it. That's another thing.
Take the ebooks. How many of you have downloaded ebooks free? Put your name and email address, and you get a free ebook. It's legit, right? The ebook is slathered with affiliate links to when they talk about how to get hosting, how to get your domain registration, how to set up your site. It's all affiliate links that they're sending you to buy that product, and they get a commission out of it. The other part is, and Belinda should know this, what was the first thing I said before you got the ebook?
What do you mean?
When I said you got to put in your name and email address?
Yeah.
Nobody realizes how valuable that is.
Oh, you mean to get on your list, just like with anything that they sign up for.
That's it,
Yeah.
You're putting your name and your email address on someone's list, and that list is worth money. Every time you put your address, name and address somewhere, you're giving that person a value to their list because you want to download that ebook. You have to go in and confirm the link and get the link to download it.
And that's another thing that people like cash in and make courses around this. But the problem is a lot of people don't teach these courses correctly. Just because you made a list, there's another side to that. It doesn't just stop there. You don't just make a list and then spam away at them. Here, have this, buy this, take that. You have to offer, like you said, value, which is also building that relationship with them over time.
Mm-hmm.
And 50% or more won't ever buy anything from you, but they'll take the free stuff. So you can't just make a list and think, okay, I'm going to roll in the money now. There's an art to it. And you have to do this over time if you're going to have a list that stays with you.
That's right. Well, take all the websites I'm putting up. They're all technically lists that have services or dynamic services. A person signs up for Banner Exchange, and they say, great, my banner's running. I have your name and email address, and I know you're active, and I know what websites you're running my traffic on. One, my banners are running on your site, and your banners are, in Exchange, are running on our sites. But my banners are on your site. That's what's important here. The next part is you may not purchase the service at the banner rotation, but you might download my ebook next. Oh yeah, I know the guy's service, and I'm going to download his ebook. But that ebook is full of affiliate links, and one thing in there you might purchase, it might be a $1 item. I get a commission off it, and that's a big deal. That's the center stone for affiliate marketing. It's not a question.
Right.
It's not a question of spam them. It's a question of get your stuff out there and get your links out. A lot of people sign up to these affiliate programs and don't do anything. They don't advertise them and use it. And giving away a free ebook is a value, but the person receiving it thinks it's free. I'm hoping everybody's getting the connection here.
Yeah, there's a few ways you could do this, but the two major ways I see, which is also to me a mistake, that I see when I get on someone's list. Let's say I bought something from them. Okay, maybe it could have been free, it could have been paid. They either don't ever email me again, which, like you said, would be a big mistake, or actually three things, or they'll sell me stuff that's not related. Like if it's a JV Zoo list I'm on, from buying something from them on JV Zoo, they'll just, whatever comes out, they'll just throw at me. Yeah, and I have like a million people throwing the same exact newest thing at me. Yeah. Or the other thing is that they just overly spam me. They never, if they were to, like, maybe I wouldn't mind getting an email maybe once, even possibly twice a week if it's valuable. Like if it's maybe a tidbit, mm-hmm. or, something that is useful to me in between offering me something to buy, that, and when you offer me something to buy, something that's related to what I bought, because obviously that's the niche I'm most interested in, even though I could possibly be interested in other things, it's a sure bet that it makes sense to me to offer them something along the lines of what I bought, right. Something that might go along with it, or, right. Something like that.
Like, for example, if I'm running when I'm running the banner exchange, then one of the emails I might send out 3 or 5 days after the person signed up is, come get my ebook on how to do banner design. 10 key points to banner design. Because let's face it, you just don't slap letters on an image and say, here's my banner. There is actual technique to it. There's colors. There's ways of looking at a banner advertisement and saying, here's how I'm going to get people to click on it. So I could send them to an ebook page that, for example, could be a $5 ebook. So they pay $5 to get the ebook. What's going to be critical is that the information in that ebook is 100% honest and good. Or I can send them to the ebook as free ebook, and then tell them, you go use these resources, banner design sites, graphic suppliers. But again, it's all around banners. It's not like, hey, you're part of a banner exchange. Go over here. I have another website that sells cars.
Yeah.
Or find out how you can decorate your cup today. Yeah, you can only get these at Mardox.
I
right, Lauren.
Something.
Right, Lauren. You can only get these at Mardox, right, Lauren? Lauren has one too.
I noticed something though, like for example, if you're a JV Zoo member or Warrior Forum member, they have courses on how to be a good Warrior Forum seller or JV Zoo seller. And I've gotten these courses before to see what they were like, because that's how you find out things, is just test them and everything. And you know what I realized? I didn't get my money back. I'm not a serial refunder. If it's a few bucks, I don't care. I know it's the principle of it, but I'm not going to, I'm going to pick and choose my battles. I'm not going to worry about a few bucks, That's part of a risk you take in business anyway.
While Belinda's going on about being a serial refunder, you can now purchase my version of my religion in my little tiny Bible.
Anyway. So, but the point I'm making, sorry to go on, but the point I'm making is that I notice that when I get these courses, they teach you, it's okay, I'm going, over. It's a telemarketer.
Show's over.
Okay, there, that took care of that. Anyway,
while Belinda's answering her call, you don't only get the Nelson Buck version of my Bible, you also get my
my
Satanic Verses version of it.
Yes, we're putting him in a home after the show. Don't worry. Anyhow,
and if you're lucky and you join today, you can get the CD version.
This show was going so well until you had to do that plug. Anyway,
it has this will clear up. My religion has 99 commandments. Belinda's has only 10. Mine is so much better.
It's more strict at 99. Anyhow,
I shall eat pizza all the time.
Well, people don't like pizza. Well, then they're just screwed. Anyhow.
Yeah, well, there's that.
So anyhow, but seriously though, the point I'm making is that I've gotten these courses on how to be a good seller, especially JB Zoo seller, Wareform, whatever, and ClickBank even. And you know what? They all teach the wrong way. They all teach that you are to spam people and throw everything under the sun, but do it like certain times a day and do it certain times a week. And I'm thinking, no wonder I'm getting bombarded no matter who I buy from. They're all doing, and people are encouraging this. I'm like, nobody's even teaching them common sense marketing.
It's because JB Zoo, they don't make any money if the stuff doesn't get sold. So they'll
sell you things like websites and stuff you don't even need.
Exactly. But they're telling their members, like if I sign up to JB Zoo right now and I want to become a reseller of their products, they're telling me, tell people about all this stuff as much as possible. Go, 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 go. You're right. This should follow a niche. That would be a lot more valuable. I got a person on JB Zoo that will put out, hey, I have a graphics package. And then they'll say I have animated graphics. And then they'll say I have website templates. They're kind of in the same range. But as soon as he starts talking about sound clips, I'm not a sound engineer. I'm not a sound editor. So why do I bought
like a logo. I used to buy logo. Sorry, not to interrupt. I used to buy logo creator.
Yeah.
So the guy who made that logo creator, there's a lot of them out there, and he always offers add-on packs.
Right.
Now, see, that is good. That is, that's logical. That makes sense. But I have people that will offer you to buy templates, and you need a website now. And yes, you should have like a website. Yes, you should have some kind of, sales template, whatever. And there's nothing wrong with them cashing in on making money because it is a business.
Yeah.
But when they sell you junk ones or overly priced ones that you could have, like you said before, you could have easily gone somewhere else, even if you're a beginner, and easily done this or that for maybe a few bucks or free.
Mardox.com.
Exactly. But even before you were around, you knew of like cheap and free ways to do logos or something.
Yeah. It's called get the software and learn how to do it yourself. GIMP.
But my point is though, is even if you're a beginner, there's some things that people are just selling on ignorance. They're selling because they're betting on people that don't do their research and you don't bother to check it out.
And then you get these members. I mean, we've gone from why sign up to free programs to paid programs here. But there's people that I dealt with that as soon as I tell them join Mardox, and they're like, well, what do I do with all these other payments? I say, well, go cancel them all. Because they're signed up to 30 programs and monthly payments. And they're one guy a while back, flat out, his name is Bob Racebeck. And he had told me at one point he had like $400 a month he was spitting out to all these sites and all these membership programs, and none of it was making him any money at all. He canceled all of them. And then he started focusing on just certain things that were going to make him money. And that's your way to go. But getting slammed with all this stuff and just serial purchasing is not good.
I didn't join like a bunch of things like some people have, but I joined a few things and they were supposed to be like tool or service, membership type things. Like, okay, maybe one's for this and one's for that. And then you can bring them together, to create like a briefcase of tools. Mm-hmm. Now, this is before they had the choices they have now. So back then it only made sense to do that. But yeah, I wasn't making money off any of them.
Do you remember the Internet Toolbox?
Yeah, oh my goodness. But but there was an affiliate program, but I did it for the right reason, which is to use the actual tool, which is where it's going to make me the real money. But I didn't make money off the affiliate side or the tool side either way. And so eventually I had to, stop paying on those because like you said, it just, when I found what I was looking for, that's where I put my money at.
Right. That's it. The other factor of these free signups and free that's out there. Be wary of the people that exist that say, "Oh, how did I go?" I'm trying to get my wording right here. They're out there. They're telling people, I do this because I'm doing this for my community and my website and my people. So if you guys sign up, and I'm not making any money off this, I'm not.
Oh, the charity aspect.
Yeah, and I got that last night because yesterday's chat I talked about traffic exchanges and how traffic exchanges have a lot of issues. And one person came up to me and in one of the chats last night, which got really, really nasty. Let's just take a second and recap yesterday's. I went on these 2 Skype rooms. And I was right. They're now doing a witch hunt in there. One of these Skype rooms has over 190 people in there, and it's very active. They're going through right now a witch hunt to determine which user is Nelson Buck. They don't know, and they're accusing one another of, you must be Nelson Buck. I know you are, and they're like, no, I'm not.
You got to tell me later after the show which room I'll go in incognito.
Yeah, we got to go in there and.
I want the entertainment.
Yeah. Start stirring the pot. But,
oh my goodness, I could get popcorn and watch the.
And then
it's better than Netflix.
So one person was saying in there, Nelson Buck on his live stream was saying that traffic exchange is a complete bullshit and crap, and I never said that. And said that, and then the person said, well, why is if traffic exchanges are so bad, why is he setting one up for himself?
Right.
I'm setting one up for myself because people want that.
You're doing what the popular vote wants.
I have a very small IQ, but I'm not dumb, right?
As long as you're not making something that's totally junk that you would eat yourself. Like, in other words, it would be wrong if you said, okay, don't stay away from this because it's absolute junk.
Yeah.
And then you go and do it. You're not saying that traffic exchanges are junk. They're not the biggest, advertising format to get your business out there, but it's a side thing you can do. And that's what you're basically offering.
But exactly. Now, the other part was in these talks was the gamification, how I'm against gamification. And my persona went in and said, gamification sucks. And what I had said in the group was very clear. Are you running your website as a business to make money, or is it a game? Because where do you go when I go to the TV station to run an ad, or if I go to an advertising agency to run an ad, they don't sit there and say, hey, would you like to play a game? No, it's how much money do you want to spend? When you go to Google and buy Google ads and AdWords, or on Facebook, they don't say, do you want to play a game while you're waiting to purchase?
Right?
This gamification's got to stop. It's a business you're running, not a kindergarten.
That's what I was going to ask you too. Now, I could be wrong, but I have a question to ask. If I'm someone that goes on, let's say, one of these traffic exchanges and plays the game portion to win whatever credits or whatever, however they have it set up. If I was a traffic exchange owner, am I really attracting business-minded people, or am I also attracting people that play games on Facebook and really don't have an interest in running a true business?
No,
and I'm not trying to stereotype when I say that. What I mean is,
let me answer it. We know you're prejudiced. That's no problem there.
No, I don't mean it like that. See, I'm not. I'm trying to.
I get you 100%. I get you 100%. No, you're not going to attract business-minded people. Anybody who's running an actual business and wants to run a business isn't going to be interested in getting in and trying to see how many balloons they can pop with their mouse in 5 minutes and see if they're going to be part of their team, so that they can go to a balloon popping competition so they can earn credits. That's bullshit. That's games. If you're really a person who's interested in business and running a business is going to be business minded. What you're getting are game players, people that they got nothing better to do but to sit there and go click, 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 click. Now, but it's still not the point. As a site owner, it's still not the point. The point is, by doing the gamification, you're getting people to stay on your website And if you look carefully, these websites will often tell you use either Google Chrome or one of those variants, or Firefox. Firefox reports traffic to Alexa. Google Chrome reports to Google.
I know the thing is, Google's more stable. That's why Google's in the top browser.
But regardless, it has nothing to do with stability. It has to do with it reports a certain person by IP address stayed on your website for this much time. More time people stay on your site, the more popular you are. Because let's face it, why would people stay on your website if you weren't popular?
Right.
Right. You see, that's all it is. And the website owners, and even myself, let's face it, the Mardox. Why do I have all the videos at Mardox? Why don't I have them on YouTube or on Vimeo or at Twitch? All the training videos are located inside Mardox. So when a person's sitting there watching a video, the whole time is the ticker's counting, right? So Google's seeing that someone's staying at my website watching it. It doesn't matter what they're doing. They're watching a video or clicking or whatever, but they're on the Mardox site for X amount of time, and that's valuable. That's the whole, even myself, watch the videos, no problem, but you're going to do it here, not anywhere else. The same thing with YouTube. YouTube wants you to stay at YouTube. They don't want you to go to Facebook or Twitter or anywhere else. They want you to stay on YouTube. If you once you click away and you go to Patreon, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, they've lost you. Now that site, let's say Facebook, is now going, oh, hi, come on in. Stay as long as you can. Again, it's all ratings.
Well, here's a thought that I've had. Is it possible if site owners were traffic exchange or whatever, safe list owners, could they still have a good site besides like the way you're saying that they're trying to get ranked by keeping people on the site? Is it also possible in another area to have a good, valuable site? And if you could attract really business-minded people that have, valuable businesses that most people could use and want, that are looking at each person's, site, because let's face it, a lot of them are not looking at the opportunities. They're looking to, earn their credits and things like that. But would it still pay off if there was a way to attract really good business owners and make the community valuable at the same time, not just the way they're trying to rank as a business owner?
It's real simple. Get rid of the games, and now we have our business-minded people.
But I'm saying, could they rely on that alone without the games and still get ranked, is what I'm asking.
Well, you got to give them a value. You got to give them something. But the whole idea of do this and you get more credits is gamification. Yeah. You can't do that. One of the things on my traffic exchange is nobody can buy traffic credits. And it's based on credits because I need to know how many credits you earned versus how many you spent, because it's a 2-to-1 ratio. Most
people aren't buying credits because most people can't afford. That's why they go on these things, because they want what they can do to advertise for free.
No. Traffic exchange is at least 50% of the people sign up to a traffic exchange buy credit packages.
Really? I never bought one. I never bought one.
Me neither. But it's the fact that, well, I don't want to sit here and click all day. I'll just buy 5,000 credits a month, or I'll upgrade. It's the same thing. I'll upgrade and I get 5,000 credits, and then my site will be seen 2,500 times.
Well, you got to remember too, I use traffic exchanges and safe lists in a unique way that I taught people how to do, which is beyond just the advertising.
Yeah, but you really twist the box. You're not even looking beyond it. You dropped a little micro black hole in the middle of it when the box went.
Well, see, this is why I didn't have to rely on buying credits either, because I found a loophole, way around that.
That's right. And I see through. I look at these things and I see through these things. I see through these gimmicks of join for free, and then they snag you in. The same thing with traffic exchanges. You get you in, and then okay, now you're going to click. And I'm guilty of it too. On my traffic exchange, don't get me wrong, there is a paid version to it. It's the upgrade. If you're a free member, it's going to be, you're going to have to watch 2 or 3 websites to get your website seen once.
But see, I'm an upgraded member, so for me, I would already be a shoo-in because I'm already an upgraded member.
Yeah, so you would see a page, and then your page gets seen once. Even though you're upgraded, you still have to surf.
Right.
That's why I'm going to filter out all this crap with these people that, I want to be in it, but they don't want to do anything. Those people I don't want. Right. Yeah. You're going to have to do so. I do too. Every day, every morning, I get my cup, I fill up the first cup of coffee, and I go to Traffic Ad Bar, And that's my favorite one. I go there, I just click. I click. I might do 25, I might do 100 surfs. I see what's out there. I do get some ideas of some new sites, some designs. I might go, oh, hey, I like that website design, you know?
But you're not trying to use the same old script that everybody else uses. You like to stand out and do something different, think outside the box like what I do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. When we get ours set up. Oh, yeah, that was the other thing last night. I went back to talking. You guys do know that this traffic exchange, they promise no viruses, no Trojans, no this, no that. And I got so many people saying, these full of shit. I love.
Well, first off, if you have a good protected computer, I mean, you can't protect every little thing out there because there's always something new.
Yes, I can. I guarantee.
No, I mean the average Joe.
No. I guarantee anybody who uses my system, 110%, no chance of viruses, no Trojans, no frame breakers, no auto playing video. I guarantee this 110%. I will put my name on it.
No, I'm referring to the average person who's using your site. Not you. You know how to.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, like, okay, if I go on somebody else's website, not yours, somebody else's, and I don't know them from Jack. I don't know, how they did theirs, whatever.
Yeah.
I have a really well protected computer, so I don't have to worry about that.
No, still do. You still do.
But there's still always some kind of virus that's new out there that you can't keep up with, and I mean, I get that. But at least with your site, people, whether their computer's well protected or not, will not have to worry about that. That's the point I'm making.
The only way you could get a virus if the website has a virus is if you. It's when you go to the site. Now there's a bunch of people going to listen to this and go, "Oh, what do you mean? It's a traffic exchange. Don't you go to the website?"
Yeah, but because they can't keep track of who puts their site in, who Lord knows what they have on their site.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. But all these problems, these traffic exchanges, I sat down for the last year and a half and I looked at what are the problems: frame breakers, auto playing audio. I mean, I don't know anybody who does not. I don't know anybody who likes auto playing sound. You go to a website, and especially the one, I can't get it out of my head, the little kid that goes, 1, 2, 3, and I was like, oh my God, how can I kill that site? And it's still out there. It's been 2-3 years now. It's been running constantly. It's like, marketing's great. Whoever did it was great because it's stuck in everyone's head. You know what I'm talking about, right, Lauren?
Yeah.
You've seen it, right, Lauren? The one where the kid's counting? I think. Yes.
I've seen it.
No. Smile, Lauren, smile.
And that's another thing too. And I'm not trying to have you promote any particular traffic exchange or safeless or say that one's good or bad.
Traffic ad bar. Okay.
Not like that. But there's so many out there. Now I've been through a lot of them myself over the years. But for the average person, let's say who's just starting out, and they see a plethora thrown at them, which a lot of people do.
Yeah.
How do you know which ones are good or bad? Like, what do you determine?
You don't.
Well, out of your experience, which ones? I haven't done them for a while because I'm off and on with them. But
I played with them and I went through them and I looked at it. I broke it down to 2 that I like, and the second one that I like isn't around anymore. It's shut down, and that's a pain in the ass too because you get to liking one and it says, okay, I don't want to do this anymore, and they leave.
The good ones go, right?
That's right. Traffic ad bar is pretty good, but even them, they're starting to get some really hinky stuff on the site, but they've got a system in place where a person can complain about a site, without, allowing, a porn site to continue through. But auto surfs, it's Hit Leap, I like. But Hit Leap, again, it's an auto surf, and I don't want to get into doing auto surf.
Yeah.
It's junk.
I tried a few of those in the past. Yeah. Hit Leap was one of them.
Well, Hit Leap is good if you have a website and your Alexa rank is higher than 1 million. If you don't even rank on Alexa, Hit Leap is good because Hit Leap reports back, their little browser software reports to Alexa. Therefore, within a day, you can go from a number over 1 million to less than 1 million, which puts you on the scale because Alexa only keeps the top 1 million pages. And that could put you on the scale right away if you have a site that has nothing. But it's only good for that. Like I said, I had a person contact me and said in the chat, I get 100,000 hits to my site a month. And, and I'm like, okay, so you got 100 people who've seen your site 1,000 times in a month. Or 1,000 people that saw your site 100 times in a month. And then I totally just broke down this guy's universe.
Well,
You
I've
know.
been on traffic exchanges and safe lists where it's like the same 5 or 10 members. I mean,
Yeah.
that's pretty bad. That's
Yeah.
pretty obvious, and you know not to.
And they surf every single day. I
Yeah, they're like, okay, I just saw this advertisement.
I
It was
opened
only 5 minutes later.
yeah, I opened Caveman Web the first time. This is almost 3 years ago now, I think. I had to go back and look at domain registration. I grabbed the domain and I threw my traffic exchange software on it. I spent all night programming it, and boom, there we go. And I'm not kidding you. In 72 hours, there was over 1,000 signups. Yeah,
Wow.
I had to kill the site because there was so many people putting up all their junk and they knew it. It's like, here's all my porn sites and virus sites and problem sites. And I had me and my daughter going through, and every 10 minutes my daughter was like, Dad, I found another site. Dad, I found another. It's like, I just couldn't clean up the crap. It was so quick. So
Yeah, that's the thing is they take software and hackers and they try to.
oh, it's not even hackers. It's just everybody came in all at the same time and said, "Hey, I'm going to put it in. If it gets seen, it gets seen." And
See, I just want to slap people like that. I mean, when it's porn sites and nothing even of value, if there was at least a value, then that's the whole key. But if they're just doing it for I don't know, kicks or whatever.
There's a video on YouTube, two girls talking about their sex life and how they one girl it's her boyfriend, and how this other girl is her friend, and they decided to have sex with her boyfriend. They went through a 30-minute explanation of their exploits.
A menage a trois, basically.
There was lots of cleavage, lots of bare skin, but they're decent.
YouTube.
13.5 million hits in 2 days.
And I'm surprised YouTube didn't take that
No,
down.
they can't. It's legit. There's nothing showing. And
I've seen YouTube take down less than that.
Well, no, there's got to be a reason for it. There's got to be a reason. It's got to be something, they're showing nipple or they're showing an ass crack or something. Hell, there's a woman right now at 3 million views per video per day. Every time she uploads this, she's making a fortune on it. They can't do nothing about it. She is cooking with only an apron on. Only an apron.
But you're not seeing her boobs or anything.
You see all the side boob. You see the cleavage. And you see the butt, but not the crack. the tie in the back, it's right.
It's placed strategically so that
And her and her husband are making a mint off it right now. A lot of teenagers are learning how to make mac and cheese.
You know what? I don't care how bad I needed money. I could never. I mean, I'm not trying to judge anybody that does stuff like that, but I personally could not do that.
Website.
I have a good body. I'm not trying to brag. I have a good body, but I'm just modest.
Belinda, website design with Nelson. Let's start.
No, see, I've had people. I mean, I'll take it as a compliment. Okay, I'm serious.
I'm sorry, but I'm wearing my old work shirt. It's cold down here today, and this isn't like camera. I mean, look, I got a hole. Can I send this to Laura and have her sew it up?
I'm not trying to brag or anything, and I'm in all seriousness. I've had people, and I'll take it as a compliment and leave it at that. But I've had people tell me I should do, cam things
it's not worth it.
Because I have a good body, I keep it in shape, and But the thing is that it's not worth me losing my morals over. I just can't. I would rather be poor than do that. I just can't do it.
I got nothing against somebody who wants to go on camera and show off her cleavage. There's nothing wrong with it.
I'm not judging anybody. It's just not my cup of tea.
Exactly. Look at Danny from the Gradual Report. He does all his episodes topless. But if you look carefully, very rarely do you see his nipples. They're hidden.
He's a male, though.
But still, it's his thing. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't get on camera topless. I wouldn't do it.
I mean, men topless, no biggie. It's when the female topless that people's tongues start hanging out.
I can't stand it. Contrary to beliefs, a lot of people who are farmers have been raised that you keep a T-shirt on at least while you're working to prevent sunburn. And also, the sweat on your shirt will help you dissipate heat better. I
didn't know that.
When I did my roof, I was up there with a T-shirt. I was drenched. You take T-shirt off and you go like this, and it's water pouring out. But I was being kept cooler because when the heat radiated off the black tile of the roof, it's hitting my T-shirt and not my skin. You see?
I didn't think about that before.
Oh, there's a lot to it. But myself, I can't go out just topless and do so. I feel so uncomfortable and so like, oh my God, don't look at me. You know.
Yeah, even though I have a faith that belief, a certain belief, I never judge anybody for what they do, as long as they're not hurting other people, you know, and things that are against the law, you know, stuff like that. I don't judge anybody if they have their thing that they like to do that's, you know, within reason. It's just that for me, I can't do certain things like that no matter what. You know?
Commandment 98: Thou shalt go topless at all times.
Oh, jeez.
And then of course there's the okay. Anyways, yeah. So traffic exchanges. We were talking about traffic exchanges.
New traffic exchanges.
Nude. If somebody wants to make, I think there's got to be, and that's the other thing. Traffic exchanges. We're only talking about the ones that are in North America. Do you guys know that?
Yeah, there's a whole plethora now popping up from other countries more and more every day than there used to be.
Other languages, yeah. And there are traffic exchanges and safe list sites for porn.
And there's they're different, and other countries might have different rules too to how they operate things on businesses like that.
It's only North America. It's only the United States that's so stuck up. Really, it is.
Actually, when it comes to MLMs, there's some countries that are stricter than the U.S. Believe it or not.
Oh no,
they won't even allow MLMs.
Yeah. Well, no, because MLM, that's a whole other chicken in a pot.
Yeah, but I'm saying there are some countries that it depends on the business and how strict they are.
Yeah, well, that's why I stopped doing MLM altogether, because even the bank, when I went to the bank and said I need a merchant account, they said, "Are you handling MLM?" And I said, "Yes." They took the form and said, "Well, we're going to contact you." And then 2 days later, they contacted me and said, "Sorry, we can't accept your application because you're going to be multi-level marketing." I'm like, "Oh."
Really? My bank doesn't even ask those questions.
They do now, because Visa and MasterCard don't accept them anymore.
Huh. Well, I never cared about them anyway, so it doesn't matter.
That's it. That's why I got out of doing it. Before we end the show, we started with our sponsor, the Sphincticator 2000. I have a buddy of mine that does. He goes through abandoned buildings. And they do the whole camera thing, and they film everything. An old nuclear power plant, coal plant, a sane asylum. And recently they went to Cincinnati, Ohio, and went through the abandoned subway system in Cincinnati, Ohio. It was built in the late 1950s until the 60s. And what had happened was Cincinnati had ran out of money to finish building the subway system, and it was simply what would be like the stairways going to road level were just concreted in, and that's it. Goodbye. You know, nobody uses it. So they're filming. They went all the way to the end. Now think about this. There's one entrance, and where the train would normally exit, there's no exit yet because they didn't finish, right? Well, on the ground, there's these 2 cement tracks where the normal rail track would sit on top. He had turned around and his foot hooked one of these cement tracks, and he fell down on a pipe, on a aluminum pipe. And so they got him back out, brought him to the hospital. He has stitches in his butthole now, and now since he's survived and everything's good, he's going to take the aluminum bar and encase it in an acrylic. And they've called it the Sphincticator 2000.
Well, you know, when you told me this a little earlier, I was like, geez, I wonder if the jokes they made, like, up yours and all that.
Yeah. Dude, you went down that hole and you got shafted. That's the one I gave him.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, the poor guy. Like, I'm hoping he makes a load on it I mean, not that it could ever make up for the injury, but at least get something out of it.
What got my attention was they went into an abandoned nuclear power plant. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, they're going to go through, you know, the control room and stuff. They're not going to go into the core. These idiots went in the core of a nuclear power plant.
Wow.
Where the uranium rods were molten hot, you know, before this thing ran for years. But funny enough, the EPA, once the site shut down, these kind of facilities are called super funny sites. Super fun sites. And what it refers to is super fucked up, messy sites.
Huh.
That's what it refers to. Super fun sites. And the EPA had to go in and they have to clean this. And it is cleaned so well that these guys went in with a Geiger counter. Okay. And there was less radiation on the Geiger counter, inside the middle of the core, standing right in the core where the uranium rods would have been, compared to outside. Standing outside, they were getting more background radiation from the environment around them than that core. That is incredible. Really? It's incredible how well clean this place is. Everything is washed down. It's swept up, vacuumed away. There's nothing left behind for you know, to be irradiated. They could sell the building and they could turn a building into a wheat processing plant. No one's going to buy the wheat, but you know. Show's over, everybody. Show's over. But I contacted him because of that. I said, you guys are idiots for going in there. I mean, how do you know? And then he told me what all the safety stuff that they do bring with them. They don't film everything, but they do bring a lot of safety equipment, like Geiger counters and radiation. They got masks, all that kind of stuff, you know. And since then, I've been talking to him, and this one here, they went into the subway tunnel, which, let's face it, I don't care what, I mean, masks you have, or Geiger counters, or meters that you have, subway tunnel, I don't know, psycho killer hiding out from society? Anybody? You know, it's a long, dark tunnel, pitch black, you know, a lot of corners and little hideaways, geez, you know. The worst one was they went and looked at an abandoned building which used to be a chemical research building. It is so old that the plants and vines are growing into everything. And he goes, at one point he goes, yeah, I got to keep looking down to see, you know, to get these spiders off of me. And his buddy turns around and goes, dude, those aren't spiders, those are ticks. And it's like, oh, it's not a job I could do. It really isn't. Anyhow, let's wrap up the show for today. For those of you watching, thank you for watching. I thank Lauren for showing up. We don't have anybody posting comments, but we're getting more views and more visual time on our videos. So
yeah, it looks like Jason didn't make the show today. He said he was going to come on. I just talked to him not long before we got on.
I'm going to be there at 9. No, I slept in.
No, I blacked out.
Yeah, I blacked out. Yeah,
that's not the same thing as purposely sleeping.
Belinda crashed and burned.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. I mean, literally.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, even me, I was like on chat last night. I was like, Belinda, did you forget Jason? Hello? Knock, knock.
Yeah, if I don't answer, you know something's wrong. Not to worry you, but just saying.
I was going to call your home number, but I thought, nah.
You wouldn't have. He called me, and I don't remember the phone ever ringing, so you wouldn't have even gotten a hold of me.
He has your home number?
Yeah. That's how he's had it for a while. No, he called, but again, when you black out, that means that you're unconscious. That means that the phone will not wake you up.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. Just before the show started, I took a little nap. I dozed off, and this was sitting beside me, and I got a ring on here to tell me it's 2:30, and I pick up my phone. Hello, 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 hello. Ah, damn it! Oh, it's the alarm. I got to put the code in to shut it off. I was that knocked out. Like, anyhow, join us tomorrow.
Remember to like or subscribe, like, and comment.
It's not like when John does it. Can you do it with the voice and the accent?
I'll try. Okay, all right, join us tomorrow, and remember to subscribe, like, and comment. We need to hear your thoughts so that we can have one of our own.
Please give us ideas of thoughts of what we could think about, because otherwise we just can't think.
We start staring at each other.
The show ends, and I'm just like, until 2:30 the next day. Hi, everybody. It's like a switch on off. I got a cable tied to my back here.
I could go a million ways to that, but we won't go there.
No. That's reserved to the Sphinxinator 2000.
Oh, I should have known you would have pulled that.
That was a hard plug.
I prefer the soft, shapely ones.
Well, at least he's recycling aluminum.
We have no shame, people. We just don't have any shame.
That's it. So, but the moral of that story is, don't go looking at abandoned buildings and hoping not to get hurt. I mean, wow, that takes a special.
And breed. If you do, make sure you get paid well for it.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, nuclear reactive core, stepping into that, they had to climb into like this little tube, and it's like, oh my god, I could never have done that. So anyhow, let's try this one more time. Tomorrow, let's
I'll
be.
have it again.
I gotta
And then you
mute.
guys are going to be wondering, where's that girl with the
God.
laptop?
Now she's talking.
There you go. Okay, everybody. So join us tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern Time. We do this every day, Monday through Friday. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and give us thoughts. And I don't know what tomorrow's topic is, honestly. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Yeah. Tomorrow...
Yeah, and tomorrow's Thanksgiving Eve, so we might have a Thanksgiving turkey special for the Northerners. You know, the American Thanksgiving that we have, which is Thursday.
Yeah, let's keep it American, because us Canadians already had our Thanksgiving.
Yeah, yours is in October, right?
Thank my God.
Yeah, Thursdays are Thanksgiving in the USA. So we have tomorrow's Thanksgiving Eve.
Yeah. Oh my God, you actually celebrate that? Oh, jeez.
No, not really. Just some people go out and do stuff, but not many. I mean, just some.
It's not a reason to go get drunk.
Nah. No, people get drunk because they just find a reason to get drunk anyway.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, everybody. See you tomorrow.
God bless. Bye-bye.